Hi all, this is Tommy from Hero Maker. Just wanted to give a quick overview of the new advanced options that are part of the render for the Topo Tool plugin. So you'll notice we've just got our generic default height map. You're going to click generate and you're going to see the render buttons moved, and we've now added advanced options. And advanced options are going to let you choose the IDW power, the inverse distance weighted power. What this is we use a Shepherd inverse distance weighted formula for basically figuring out what all the height of the terrain is when all of that has been specified is this line. And this formula that's used in a lot of GIS software, which is fairly similar. And the other one is we've gotten some comments that people want to be able to change the resolution of the height map. So we've added that ability here. And right now you can see we can only do square resolutions, but now you can choose it. The default before was 1480 by 1480. Now you can go up as high as you want. But remember, the higher you go, the more memory it takes up. And I've had it chew up all of my memory, and I've run in 16 gigabytes of RAM. So just be careful on how big you make the resolution, and also be careful on how small you make the resolution. The size here of the work plane is 740 by 740. So generally, what's going to work best is any sort of combination of that. That's why 1480 was chosen. 740 is also okay, but I think it looks better with 1480. Anything that's sort of too close to that number but off is going to look a little weird. And I'm going to show you some different results that I've pre-rendered for you to give an idea of what each of these settings does. And just as a quick side note on IDW power, so higher numbers, as I say, tend to form plateaus, which is why you're seeing a little bit of that plateauing if you don't put lines close enough together with how the current version works. I've seen a lot of literature that says the best IDW power is 2, but then you also get some artifacting where you can really see the points that make up your height map. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to go ahead and import. So we're going to import first the default one, so you can get a baseline. So this is our IDW3 1480 by 1480. And let's go ahead and speed up the camera so we can zoom around. All right, so this is what it looks like. You can see a little bit of the ridging on the side, but it's not too bad. And it's a pretty big map with a lot of good detail. So let's go ahead and delete it and add the next one. So I wanted to do IDW2 at the same resolution. So we'll go ahead and import that. And you can see very clearly the ridge that makes up that height. And you get some spiking. And of course, you can go through and post-process this, but you see you also get a lot more linear of a line into that valley that's part of the default, and a lot more gradual of a change. So another important thing to note is that IDW power does not have to be an integer. The resolution for us does, but IDW power does not. All right, so let's add IDW of 3, but a small resolution. Let's go ahead and import. And you're going to see stuff's a lot closer together. It's a lot blockier. And you can go ahead and, like, when you're importing, definitely, if you don't like how it's been imported, delete it, try it again, and you can change the scaling here. That's a pretty handy note if you've got the resolution and you like the way it looks, but it's too big or it's too small. Go ahead and use the scaling on the import. So you can see you get a lot. You still get that ridging, and everything's just a lot closer together. Sorry about that, my mic cut out. Let's go ahead and take one last look at this 700 by 700. And that's also not going to be a clean factor of the base resolution, but you can see it does a pretty good job. Of course, you have this ribbon on the edge where we don't apply a lot of the same techniques, and just a simple smoothing along there wipes it out and it looks just fine. Hopefully, though, your players won't be on the edges of the map. So let's go ahead and take in the next one. All right, so we've done resolution of 1480 by 1480 with an IDW of 3 and 2. So the last one is IDW of 3 with a larger resolution, just to complete that package. And you will see on the import, I glanced over it too quickly, but you'll see on the import that it does actually change the resolution, and it's a lot bigger. You still have that ridge, which a lot of people aren't going to like. Some ways to mitigate that are to actually change your corner altitudes, and also to perhaps add in another larger topo ring, topo line that runs the gambit all around. That will help smooth out that transition, because that's just sort of a factor of it being so close to the edge. All right, that should be an overview of our new advanced options. Thanks. Have a good one.